have trailer, we'll buy livestock. So my big blue trailer has been working again, and this time we bought this girl. She doesn't have a name, but Facebook Marketplace, and then there's a pig for sale, and my office lady sent me a message and says there's a pig, and my mate who I get my piglets off normally, he needs another sow, so I've done a deal with him of some sort. I don't actually know what it is, but we've done a deal. And I popped down, it's just past T-Rail, not far away, about 20 minutes away. And this guy had piglets everywhere. They were everywhere, running around. But he had to move, he was moving farms. So I picked up this girl here. She's pretty friendly. I've only just brought her out of the trailer. And she's nestled herself down there. She's friendly as. Hey miss, how you getting on? So I'm going to go have some dinner, and then I'm going to go and get some water for her, get some food for her. She's in my sheep shed. I was trying to keep pigs out of my sheep shed. Here's my new sheep too that I bought the other day. And she'll nestle herself down in here. I've got to secure this board so the piglets, when she has piglets, can get out of here. They can come and hide in this area, away from her, and she won't squash them. There's a bit of sheep crap here that needs to come out. Hey miss, you getting on, want to rub? Oh. Poppy's a pig dog, a kind of retired pig dog. She was my friend, my mate, my work dog, and a pig dog. And she chased stock. So she's a bit surprised at this coming here. You right? Gonna give you a rub? Gonna give you a bit of a rub. Good girl. Good girl. Don't get up. Don't get up. Don't get up. Your foot is dead, eh? Got something happening on the back foot too. You're well overweight, miss. That front claw is a problem, mate. It's the front claw that's the problem. Stay in there. The guy also had a very massive boar, huge boar, and he has to get rid of him as well. So he's probably going to become sausages. But this girl, there we go. Look at that. Well overweight. So there is a lot of risks with buying a pig like this and moving it this close to farrowing. Like it was only 20 minutes. But we will do everything we can to try and mitigate any problems. So she's got a nice big space. We've got the area for the piglets. We'll make sure she's got plenty of water. I'll do that after dinner, as I said, and lots of food. And it's a change of food too, so that's another bit of a problem. So I'll give her lots of veggie scraps out of my garden, get that cranking along for her so she's on something that's sort of similar to what she was living on. I was going to put her at the pig pen at the farm, at the main farm, but we decided to bring her over here. And fingers crossed, she has a few piglets and is a good mum and looks after them. Right, while we're waiting for her to have some piglets, I'll tell you a little bit about my history of pigs. When I was a real little fella, and some people say I still am a little fella, my family used to have a herd of pigs. My mum acquired one little pig, Susie, and I think Susie might have actually been a gift from Dad. There's not much happening, miss? And anyway, Susie would follow Mum around the farm, and so Mum would go out with my brother and my sister. My brother and sister are considerably older than me, so I was not in the picture then. And Susie would go out and help with the lambing, do the lambing beat on the horses, Mum and Dad on the horses with a child on the front of the horses, and Susie would just tag along. And when Susie got tired, Susie would just lie down on the farm, and somehow she'd find her way back home. And she also got pretty good at lifting gates. When she got a bit bigger, she could flick under gates. So a gate like this, and she'd push her way under here and pop the gate off the hinges. Anyway, Susie, of course, got to an age where she could be mated, and Mum mated her, and next thing you know, she's running a heap of breeding cells and building a piggery. And then she's performance recording those pigs, and the offspring were being sent down to a research facility, and all the pigs were given a set amount of feed and back fat measured and scanned, and the fastest growing boars were sent back for breeding, and that accelerated the growth rates of our pigs. Now, when I came along, we had the piggery, and my mum would have a nice clean pen, and she'd put a set of hay bales down, make a little pen inside the pen, and put me, the little fella, the real little fella, and I couldn't talk, inside that ring of bales, of hay bales, and she would go get a couple of little piggies. I would sit there, and they became my babysitters, and I would just sit there talking to these little pigs with my own little language, and I was happy as can be. And that's kind of why I think I still have a bit of an affection for pigs and little piglets. I'll sit and watch them for hours and hours. Actually, when I was first born, I went to 4 pig sales before I was even a month old. So I love going to auctions. The smells, the noises, all just, it's exciting for me. It still is now, many, many years later. Someone did suggest that, of course, after 4 attempts to sell me, my parents decided to keep me. That's probably the truth too. Oh, she's eating. She's drunken. Drunken. I'm not sure that's the right word, but she's had a drink. Right, I picked her up 24 hours ago. She didn't drink anything today until this afternoon, or eat anything until this afternoon. Though she's fat ass, so we don't need to really worry. But that is a sign when they are getting very close to farrowing that they often don't eat. That is very normal. And I've got some scraps turned up because I've got to be able to feed her once she has her piglets. But I'm still waiting. Well, they're very pokey out, but you can kind of see the redness. You can see the nipple area.
The pink.
Yeah. Then we got the swollen back end. She's getting closer. Nope, no piglets. Hey, miss. Were you hungry? Good kill. Still no babies though. Where's my babies? Where's the babies?
Well done, Mummy.
18, but about a dozen, I think. A dozen. Oh, yeah. I was a bit drunk, I think. How long do they eat a mum?
They can be weaned at 4 weeks.
Oh, okay, so long.
But I'll go a bit longer. Make the sale work a bit harder. So in a commercial piggery, what you could do in a couple of days is put her back to the boar. She'll cycle within a couple of days. And so sows are 3 months,
3 weeks and 3 days gestation.
3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days.
Yep. So just after having the piglets, you put them back to the ball.
I can do it again.
And so when they wean piglets in 4 weeks, they're already
More pregnant.
part way into the pregnancy again.
It would be a bit harder than would. I mean, crikey, you wouldn't, they wouldn't normally get that pregnant that quick with that, mate.
You'll be surprised that Mr. Wild Pig hanging around, Mr. Wild Boar hanging around for the sow. That's why the sows disappear off and find a little nest away from the main herd, if they're a herd.
Yeah, right, yeah. Well, doesn't the boar eat the piglets too?
You've got to watch that. Sometimes they will. Or she'll cycle as soon as the piglets are weaned. But in feral, they won't wean their piglets the same. So what you'll actually have in that case is the sow, or the piglets will run with the sow.
Mm.
And so then she'll come out, she'll cycle, and she'll pretty much leave her barrels, her last litter, disappear off, have her piglets. So she'll be running with the old piglets, which are weaned,
Yeah, and the new ones.
and the new ones, the little fellas. No hunting those ones, eh? No hunting the piggies.
You have to take care of those piggies.
Here's Mummy Pig. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. She actually had 13. She did squash one, unfortunately. And that's with pigs. But 13 is a massive accomplishment for a first timer. You're doing well, miss. And you'll see, even from when they were first born to now, they're starting to get their feet. They're getting out, they're going places, going exploring. Mummy turning round is always a concern. That's when squishing happens. So far she's awesome, and they've pretty much spent most of the day just suckling like this. Mum hasn't gotten up to drink or eat yet. She's just focused on poking food into these babies, and you can actually see this one here, look at him. He's just latched onto a nipple, suckling a little bit. Those guys are alive. They're just sleeping. I've moved the afterbirth as well. And I've set up the heat light. So hopefully the piglets can find that tonight. And they'll hide under the heat light. Gets them away from mum a little bit and reduces that chance of being squished. And with them all being different colours, I'll be able to tell them apart.
Right, we're only a few days later, and look how mobile they are. We've got our runt. The runt's at the back. He's the ginger one. Close to the wall right there. He's the runt. Mummy's drinking lots of water. Mummy's eating lots of food, because she's got to keep these little piglets fed. And she has 12. Touch wood, she has only squashed one so far, which is an amazing effort for a first timer. Absolutely amazing effort. Hey little guys and girls. And here is my other problem. Hey miss, Poppy is a pig dog. She has been a pig dog. She's pretty much retired at 12. But that desire to chase pigs is still there. So we've had to teach her that she's not allowed to chase these little piglets. And I've just basically I made the piglets part of a pack. So I'm the boss of the pack. Poppy's second in the pack, and these little ones are all the extras in the pack. So that's like. Hey, little runt. That one. Sheep are okay with the babies in the shed. We good, miss? Good girl. Good girl. Right, so what are we going to do with these little guys and girls? Basically, I'm getting scraps from a couple of schools. So as the piglets grow, they will consume more food. At the moment, of course, the sow's going to be eating most of the food, and these little guys will just suck the weight off her, because that's what little piglets do. But I'll keep her packed up with food, and then as the piglets grow, they will eat more and more and more. And of course, I've got 12, and they'll get to a point where they will overeat or eat more than the food that I have. And I'll just start selling off the little boars, and I will finish off some sows up into my freezer. Though some might go for breeding sows. Poppy, what are you doing? You know the rules. Outside. Get outside. Outside. Go on. Outside. Good girl.